The Constitutional Court has ruled that political parties and independent candidates must disclose the sources of their private funding.
The judgment confirms an earlier ruling of the Western Cape High Court that by not expressly providing for this disclosure, Promotion of Access to Information Act is inconsistent with the Constitution. But the Constitution has left details of amendments to the bill with Parliament.
Another victory for NGO My Vote Counts and the end of the road for secrecy in the funding of political parties and independent candidates.
The order of constitutional invalidity made by the Western Cape Division of the High Court, Cape Town, is confirmed in these terms. 1.1. It is declared that information on the private funding of political parties and independent candidates is essential for the effective exercise of the right to make political choices and to participate in the elections. 1.2. It is declared that information on private funding of political parties and independent candidates must be recorded, preserved, and made reasonably accessible.
The highest court in the land says the Constitution protects the right of access to information and obliges the state to fulfill the right to vote by ensuring that it is exercised meaningfully and with understanding, but the act expected to effect these rights is inept.
It is also declared that the Promotion of Access to Information Act 2 of 2000 Bahia is invalid to the extent of its inconsistency with the Constitution by failing to provide for the recordal, preservation, and reasonable disclosure of information on the private funding of political parties and independent candidates.
To observe the separation of powers, the appeal that sought to order Parliament on the details of the bill is dismissed, and details of how often parties should disclose have been left to the ongoing parliamentary process on the bill, but clean governance is central to this ruling.
The need to minimize the risk of voters putting into office or even electing into government a political party or independent candidate who is corrupt or somehow compromised.
And My Vote Counts is not done.
We are concerned that there would be delays and that there perhaps the bill won't be passed or implementable before the 2019 elections, although we hope that it can be passed and effective before the 2019 elections.
Frame of 18 months for Parliament to amend the Act is also confirmed, and the Minister of Justice is ordered to pay My Vote Counts for legal costs. Ntakwana Ngatani, SABC News, Johannesburg.